everyone. Welcome to my little corner where there's no wrong way to play with paper. And we are going to make some base pages today. So I'm going to be doing this in a fun new way. You will see me use these base pages in November when we do all about that base, where we use all the base pages, at least 20, maybe more. We'll see. It was so fun last year, so we'll definitely be doing it. There will be 3 videos this month. I believe they post every Friday, like starting the second Friday of the month, 14th or so. That's when this one will go up. And we're going to make 4 in each video and have some fun. And we'll do it again. But this time I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm going to take all of my border strips and I am going to make papers. Okay. Now I'm going to create base pages out of these, but I wanted to show you how I do this. And you know, I save all my scraps. I save as much as I can and reuse because stuff ain't cheap and it ain't gonna get cheaper. So I have this iris bin of papers, my personal papers, that I'm not gonna use them. Like, I don't like foil, I know that. And I use them to create base pages with, okay? I just keep an iris bin full of them. So let's pull one of those out. Whoa, almost dropped it. Oh gosh, I still almost dropped it. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't be a ginger video if there wasn't drama. Okay, so we're gonna start with just a paper that we don't like. Don't waste your colored cardstock. It's not cheap either anymore. Use papers in paper pads or collections that you don't like. There's always one in a collection that we just don't relate to. Somebody else might, but we don't. I don't. Or maybe you don't. Use them for this, okay? Or remember, if they're one-sided, use the B-sides of these to mat your photos in white. Why not? Don't waste your cardstock because it's pricey too. Then we take little Mr. Don Juan. Now, these I collect, I keep them in this, and then I have a nice pretty box that I keep all them in. And I sort them by color because I like monochromatic to start with. I can add color later when I'm finishing a layout, but I have found if I just take every single border strip and just start gluing them on a page and it's a multicolor crazy, yes, sometimes it's pretty, but I don't use it. Not sometimes, it's always pretty, but I don't use it. I don't. Think about this. We scrapbook usually in a color scheme. Brown and yellow, brown and teal, red and white, red and black. You can do like 2 colors. I've done 2 colors, maybe if I didn't have enough border strips of one color, but in general, I struggle to use them. So I'm gonna take this one step further. This is not a new concept. You have probably seen this done many, many, many times, okay? And I sit here and I pull them out. I mean, y'all look, I keep every little piece. And I pulled out the brown ones out of Don Juan too. If you don't know, for those, Don Juan, here he is. He's our friend. And every time I cut off a border strip or I have a strip of paper left, he goes in here. When he gets full, I sort him out into these. Now, I do use these pockets. I know what the name of them are. I don't know. You can buy them wherever you want. You can store them however you want. Whatever works for you, okay? I do suggest storing them by color. Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. It does. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it doesn't, because it does. But that's okay. I mean, we love the craft, right? If you don't love the craft, then what are you doing? So I'm just going to run a strip of glue along here. And as long as you get this first one, okay, somewhat straight, you should be good for the rest of them. And I just sit here, okay, and I don't really think about it. This one's kind of big. It's a strip, so I'd probably cut it down. Now, some of them I do bigger. They don't all need to be the same size. It's kind of, is it called serendipity? I think that's what you call it when it's just a hodgepodge, mix match of things, okay? I am going to take this bigger one. And once I have them sorted by color, y'all, I don't think about it. I just put them down. I mean, every once in a while I'll be like, ooh, there's a lot of light ones in a row, so I'll throw a dark one in there. This is mindless crafting at its best. Like, we're just having fun, using up things so that we'll or making things out of things that we would have done trash. It's just like the scraps to embellishments videos, right? I use all my scrap to create embellishments, and then I use them. Now, if you're a card maker, this is for you, because you can just do a 12 by 12 sheet, and then you can, from there, you can create a card base. Just cut it down. That's all you got to do. I mean, no rhyme or reason here. Look, I like this one a lot. I do like this one. Of course, it's not long enough. Isn't that the way it always goes? But that's okay. It's not long enough. We'll find something to go with it. I'm not going to stress about it. Let's just put it on there. I will tell you, I have sat and inked every strip, and it does make a very pretty background. I don't have that kind of time today, and I'm going to be honest with you, I don't have the desire to do it. But if you would like to, you totally could. Oh, I could fit 2 right on there. Is this one a full strip though? We don't want to use one that's a full strip. This one's not, so we'll use that. And when you come to an edge like this, just like so, okay, give it a moment to dry. Use the edge to line it up. Give it a moment to dry, and then just take your scissors and cut it off. So let me find another small piece. Oh, we'll use this one, okay? So I take the border strip like this, because of course, we don't get a full strip anymore. No, why would they do that? We might like that, right? Instead, and if you have a little bit of the salvaged edge, I do suggest cutting that off. Just follow the line. If you don't, I've left them on there too. I mean, seriously, don't stress about this. Don't try to make it perfect. I will tell you, the more imperfect it is, the better you're going to like it. That is a true statement. I find that true for me anyway. Okay, so just like so, we'll let that dry, and now we have that one, but let's try to find something else. Oh, we have some stars. I do have some stars. Now, see this ahoy there? I can totally cut this off right there. Just like that. I will save this. This could be used as a sentiment, okay? And I'll just make a pile of them. We've talked about that before, how I like to save those and create with them clusters, or put them on my pages in clusters, whatever. Now, I don't want to sit here. So I need to find another one that has an edge like that, or at least try. I mean, I could cut it off if I really have to. Oh, look, ask and ye shall receive. Again, this says the great outdoors. It's the Echo Park line. So I'm just going to go just like this, and I will sacrifice. Oh, I thought it had the B side. It didn't. Oh, see, now if I wanted to cut this one off, I would sacrifice this. I'm not going to. I'll just save that one because I have a few of those. Okay, so now I'm going to glue this one down. And this is where you could ink instead of cutting. You could ink them if you wanted to. Again, I'm not feeling like doing that today. I'm being lazy. Okay, so just put this down. You can totally cut these off too. It's not a wrong way to do it, y'all. There really, truly isn't. Okay, now I'm gonna go and I'm going to finish putting this together. Come back. We're going to take the 4 that I have, and we're going to create 4 base pages. I am not going to leave them all just whole. We're going to have fun, and we're going to do something different. So hang in there with me, and I will be right back. Well, for you, it'll be seconds. For me, it'll be a little bit. But, yeah, I just need to stop talking. I'll be right back. All right, you guys. So I finished this with the border strips, putting it all on there. And we're going to create some base pages, all right? We're going to create 4. Maybe 5. I don't know. I haven't decided. So what I want to do, I'm going to start simple. When you create these pages, or at least for me, now this may not be true for you, and that's okay. No wrong way, right? This is the va-va-va-boom, for a lack of a better way to put it, right? This is the focal point minus the photos. It takes a while to make these pages. So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to cut a 1/2 inch off the top, okay? And I am going to cut off, and you better believe I'm going to save that. Okay. I am going to cut a 1/2 inch off of the bottom or side, whatever you want to call it. One side and one, so like a top and a side. Don't do all 4. Or I mean, you could if you wanted to, but somebody asked me recently, and you could do a 1/4 of an inch on all 4 sides, whatever makes your heart happy. Okay. There's not a wrong way. There truly is not. And I'm going to mat this entire thing with temporary tape, okay? And we are just gonna show off this paper and this work. This is what's going to make this base page stand out, is all of the work. Now I have some other ideas, but this is one of my favorite ways to do it, and just let this pretty paper. Then I'll either use a grid of photos. This time I am going to do 2 photos, and I'm going to make this a super easy page. Now, this is temporary tape, so if I decide I want to put them in a different way, I totally can later when I go to do the layout. And you'll notice I did a white mat, a brown mat, a white mat, and yes, not the white cardstock, but the brown cardstock. I use scraps to do it. And you want to talk about using up all of my scraps and not throwing them in the trash. Look how pretty that is. I think it's pretty. You could do 4x4s. You could do a grid of 3x4s. We could angle these like this. So do use temporary tape. Like we could go like this and then put a title there, which is kind of my go-to be honest, if I don't have more than 2 photos. So many different options, but there's a base page. We're ready. We'll just have to put some photos down, title, some pretty embellishments, done. That's what base pages are about. You get a lot done. Really, all you're doing when you create base pages is breaking down the way you create a layout. Me personally, I can do a layout in about shortest time, 10 minutes, up to an hour, depending on how much fussy cutting, gluing, it just comes together fast for me, but I've been doing this almost 30 years. Some people, it takes them 3 days to do one layout. I mean, and that's okay. That's not wrong. It's an enjoyable, relaxing experience. It's a hobby, right? So just do whatever works best for you. But when you make base pages ahead of time, like I am doing, when we do all about that base in November, boy, they go fast. They go so fast. And all I'm doing is creating the base. Later, I'll find my photos and I'll find my title. I will tell you, there's been one base page in the last 5 years that I have created and not been able to find some pictures. I almost always find pictures. And if you do monochromatic, when you're doing these strips, I promise you, you're going to find something to go with it. Okay. So there's base page 1. I will put photos at the end. Okay. Then, y'all know, I'm still on my Cricut journey, right? Let's put these in Don Juan. Hi, Don. You're all empty. We're going to put some new hair in you. He got a haircut. Now he needs some. He's got sprouts. I took my Cricut, and let's hope this works, because if it doesn't, I don't know. I don't have a plan B. Let me get my little tool. And I'm still learning, but I created, let's see. Oh, I don't know. Maybe I created something. Hexagons to be cut out. Now, I did have to run it through twice to make sure, and it looks like I might have to run my scissors across here. So let me pull this out, and I think we can get 2 base pages out of this. We're going to use the negative, and we're going to use the hexagons, okay? All right, so give me a minute. Let me pull this up. I don't want to tear it because I want to try to use the negative too. And we will put the other base pages together. I thought it would be a lot easier. I guess I should have done this ahead of time. I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I got it all taken off. That took me a hot minute. That got a little hairy. My mat's a little stickier than I thought it was. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. First and foremost, we're going to create a base page with this negative, okay? And all I'm going to do is put it right on here. I think, however, I want to cut a 1/2 inch off here, 1/2 inch off here. Do I or don't I? No, I think I'm going to leave it. I do think I'm going to leave it. But I do want to turn it this way because the numbers are that way. So we're just going to take some temporary tape. And I'm using a lot because this is fragile. It's fragile. You ever watch Cars, the movie? I have too many kids, y'all. Too many kids. You know, it's kind of fun because Miss Kinsley, she's starting to kind of pay attention to cartoons. So we are re-watching some Disney classics around Nana's house. I got to do that with Miss Mary, too. It's fun. Being a grandma's fun. You get to relive and enjoy more, right? Okay, now, there, we have a second base page. But we can take all of our beautiful hexagons. Now, I did kind of tear the backing. At least it didn't tear the front. It was just the back. So we'll just clean it up with some scissors. Okay, and we're going to configure a third base page. Pardon me. Now, just because I had a Cricut, I'm not going to lie, it's easier with a Cricut, but I have done this with punches. And or you can make, if you have any computer, you can make a template of a hexagon, a circle, whatever, a star. I've done this with stars, and this is how I used to do it. I would print off the size star that I wanted, and then I would cut it out with scissors, and then I would trace it on the back. Like I would flip over, hang on, let me show you. I have an extra base page here. I think I do. It misappeared. It misappeared. Oh, come on now, Jen. Ah, you know what? I don't know where it's at. But I flipped it over and I did it on the B side. And I traced it and then I cut it out. So you can do this. You don't have to have a Cricut. I just do, and it's a little easier, so I did. Okay. So next I'm going to ink all of these. I want the texture side. I'm going to ink all of these. I have no idea what I'm going to do with these. I have absolutely no clue what I'm going to do with these. I'm not going to pretend like I do, okay? But I'm just going to have some fun with it and create some bases so that the background's already done, and then I can worry about it later. And I think it's going to look pretty cool. There's a couple of these they kind of tore. So we're going to ink them. And we're going to place them on here and just see what we can come up with. Remember, not a wrong way to do this. I need a piece of, see how my, don't wipe it. Whatever you do, don't wipe it. Not wipe any of the little whimsies from my sponge. I should change it, but you know, I'm too lazy. Too lazy indeed. All right, that one's done. I'm just going to sit here. We'll clean them up if we need to. Ink them all, and then we'll rearrange them. Okay, we're just about done with all of the inking here. Looks like we need to clean that one up. And now we can play, right? The fun part. Y'all know me. I better put this up. I'm gonna make a mess. Let me clean up my space here. It's kind of get everything in order. All right, now that we've inked them all, we cleaned up the edges. Let's just start rearranging these and see what we can come up with for a base page. Now, I'm not gonna glue anything down until I'm sure. We're just gonna have some fun with some hexagons. We could, I think I wanna put them this way, and I'm gonna mix and match them like so. Maybe this one, okay. Just like that and like that. Maybe I can do that way, all right. Or what I could do, let's see if we can't get one that looks a little bit different. This one maybe. What if I go like that, and then I have two of them down here. No, I don't like that one. Let's get this in here, right? Like that. And then I could put a photo, a nice big photo right here. We could have these coming off as well and cut them. I kind of like the thought of that. Maybe put one more down here. Let's put this one. The possibilities are endless here. Do this one again. Just do a border on that side. I kind of like the other way. Gotta just try it. I mean, what is the worst that's gonna happen? You don't like it? Maybe we should go like that, like that. What am I doing here? I don't know. Like that. Then this one, right? And then one of these. Yeah, like that. Okay, so I'm gonna be very generous with my tape here. Go just like that. And then we're gonna go, what did I do here? I already messed it up. Mayday, mayday. Like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Y'all, if it was perfect, right, it wouldn't be homemade. Try to think of things like that. Seriously. I'm being very serious when I say that. I know I joke around a lot. But if everything was exactly perfect every single time, it wouldn't have as much love into it. That's why I don't fret about whether or not everything is 100% perfectly straight. Y'all don't see me stressing about that, right? It's not like baking a cake. It doesn't have to be perfect to come out. What it has to be is the love that you put into it. That's how I see it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm a strange little duck. Well, I am a strange little duck. That's a given. How many is that? 1, 2, 3. That's why this is throwing me off. See, y'all, even in this, I think I'm going to put one more. And we're going to go like this. Yep. I have to have odds. Is that strange? Maybe it is. I don't know. No, I don't want that. And I'm going to cut off these edges. I'm going to save these because I could put one up and put the title even on this space page over here. So I'm going to save these. I'm not going to get rid of them, but I am going to cut the edges off of this one. Okay. So we're just going to go like, actually this one is so small. We could cut it with scissors, I think. We don't need to do that. Fancy dancy stuff. This edge has a straight edge. You want a straight edge, do it this way. Just like that. Okay. You might have to cut through this one again. It makes it kind of hard. It's thick. Depends on what cardstock I made it with. Okay. And then I'm thinking the scissors was easier, so I'm just going to do it with scissors. Just like that. All right. And I already know I'm going to want to ink around the edges, so I'm going to do it now. Why wait? One less thing to do when I put this layout together. So we're going to ink the edges. And there I have another base page. Yay! This might need a little more temporary tape. Stick him on there. You know what? You know why? Because he's crooked. Well, he's on there now. I just got to say, it doesn't matter if he's crooked. So, you know. Yeah, we're going to ink it. We decide later we want to fix it, we will. I have 2 extra, so, you know. The struggle is real. Very generous when you go around the edges. You want to be able to see it, y'all. Don't fret. And look, we got a little crazy. Okay, we'll get a little crazy here too. I'm not going to stress about it. I'm going to have fun with it and go with the flow. There we go. Got it all inked. Have another base page. I've got extras. We got this one. We have this one. Ta-da! We need one more. And I did already pull out my Cricut. And I know I'm going to need this at least. Oh my God. Heavenly Father, don't let me stab myself. Oh my goodness. Oh, Ginger. What would it be without me? We have 3. Now, I cut a circle out. And I did do a flat edge on purpose because I wanted to save as much of that other as I could, right? Oh, here's another pretty one I made. And I'm going to ink this whole thing, and I'm going to put it right here, and there's my base page. You guys, so many different things I could do. I could do 2 3.5 by 4. I could do one large horizontal one. I could put a title across here. I can mix media on here. It's just a base. It isn't set in stone. We're not like, this is the only way we can do it. No. Come on now. We can do it however we want. But I am going to ink the edges again. I'm going to have fun. Now you can cut a circle the way you do every other piece of paper. Just because this is a little thicker doesn't mean you can't do it. Same thing. Use your compass. I've shown you guys that way many times. Use your Cricut. Do whatever you want to do. Okay? Just cut a circle. We're basically using shapes this time. Don't wipe it. If you get whimsies on there, get them off. Don't wipe them, okay? I know from experience. And we are going to... Now, you could do a whole circle and do it right in the middle and whatever you want to do. You could fray this edge. We might. I don't know. But for right now, there's another base page. That's 4, okay? Remember I told you we might end up with 5? Well, I still have this, right? I don't want to waste it. So, here's what I'm going to do. Put my ink up. I already tried to stab myself with some scissors. So I'm not going to just assume I wouldn't. Let's go like this. I could cut this across here and do like a happy horizontal. Why not? At the top, let's see what we got here. We could go just like this. Okay. And it looks like I might need to clean this edge up a little bit. Sometimes that happens. Okay, we could go like that. I'm so sorry, excuse me. And then I can put this right across here. That's what I'm gonna do. Just like so. Just like so. Perfect place for a title. Grid of photos. Let's see. How could I mean, it's not 12 inches anymore because we chopped it. But we do have that. And I'm wondering, look! Oh, that's so good. I'm so excited. This was not on purpose at all. Look, we could make a little border out of it. Really? I could push this all the way to the top? Let's see if we can get it off of here. Temporary tape is the best. Okay, I'm going to go like this because it's easier for me to see down here. It isn't going to matter. We'll just turn it, right? Get it right on that edge. Oh, I'm out of tape. Well, I guess that means we're done with that one. And go just like, oh, we're just a hair off, but that's all right. Even if I have to map the photo, I'm not going to stress. I am so excited that that lined up. I don't even know how that happened. We can have it like this. We could have it like this, whatever. I'm out of tape. Y'all don't never see me change this. So I've had lots of people ask me about this. It is so easy and it is very affordable. but I don't get it for any of those reasons. I get it because, one, I can just buy the cartridges. Come on. And replace them super easy. And two, because the main reason, I can grip the handle. That's the main reason. I get a lot of, oh, are you kidding me? That's never happened before. Today's our lucky day. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Leave it to me. The drama. There we go. And we just pop it right in there. Ta-da! Have a new one. Okay. I think I need a nap. I'm throwing scissors. I'm breaking the tape runner. What else is going to happen today? I don't know. But if it's going to happen, it's going to happen today. Okay. Just like that. Now, that tiny little bit, when I finish the layout, if I need to trim it off, I will. But isn't that cool? I love this. This might be my favorite one. I don't know. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How fun is that? I think this one's going to go this way, though. And we will figure it out when we go to put them together, how they're going to look and what photos we're going to put on there and all that good stuff. I will be doing another one with paper strips. We're going to make some more base pages with paper strips. And I think we're not going to do shapes. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a 2-color combo. I'll see if I can do a 2-color combo. We'll switch it up a little bit. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. I will put photos at the end. Make those base pages so that you can play all about that base in November with me. It's so much fun. I will talk to you later. Be blessed. Bye.